I was very fortunate to have had somebody give me tips and tricks, but South by is not, oh, first of all, nobody calls it South by Southwest, it's South by, I know that. But it's one of the most incredible experiences that surpassed all my expectations. It has been on my bucket list for 15 years to go, and you really have to be in the right frame of mind, the right life stage, the right part of your journey to be able to fully invest in the experience. So I went for 2 weeks with a group of other founders from Australia and New Zealand. We had a house, 10 minutes walk from the centre of South by, and people go, what is it about? I said, you've got 300,000 people descending on Austin. It's the world's largest and oldest tech, music and film festival. I had a lot of people saying, oh, is it just a music festival? I said, no, it's almost, that was its roots. Now think you've got the head of ChatGPT from OpenAI talking about how humanity is going to exist alongside AI. Meghan Markle with Prince Harry, it's the first time I actually experienced paparazzi and what that must feel like, as he's watching his wife on stage. Tim Ferriss, for anyone that's been a Tim Ferriss follower, 4-Hour Workweek, I was probably the reader of the OG 4-Hour Workweek, 2007, and have followed him for years. In fact, he inspired me to start my own business and go out on my own. And to see Tim Ferriss on stage, there was a lot of fangirl moments there. John Bon Jovi launching his documentary, filmed by the son of Deepak Chopra. We had Dr. Jen Welter, the first NFL female coach, so she coaches the Cardinals. She's 5'2", an absolute powerhouse, and to experience what that must have been like, and you think, female empowerment, woman in business, something to tell, your daughters about what you could become. Finally, I was cool in the eyes of my 9-year-old when I got to see Guy Kawasaki, who I know, interview Mark Rober, who's a YouTube powerhouse, friends with Mr. Beast, and his glitter bombs are world famous. So, the kids actually related to, what I was doing. But the key things that I would the key things that I would recommend for anyone going to South by is be in the moment. Don't try and plan too much around it. You go to 1 or 2 key sessions a day, but then let everything else kind of take you on a journey. It doesn't necessarily have to be something in your field or your expertise. It could be a side panel that you learn about, biocomputer and what that means, or quantum computing. It is the nighttime that is where all the connections and the networking happens. So you have your sessions during the day, you go home at 5 o'clock, regroup, and then head back out at 7. And you could be out till 2 in the morning every night. You've just got to keep going, because it's that next connection, that next person you meet that could, be your future investor or your future business partner or an ex-client or just a lifelong friend. So digging deep, pack snacks, you never have time to eat. So you just get very hungry because there's so much stuff going on in your brain. And yeah, I just say be part of the journey. It's a time vortex, days blur into each other, and you can't overthink things. So yeah, enjoy being two weeks at Austin, immersive in the experience, and enjoy every bit.